Hello, welcome to How To Studio's Intro to HTML. Okay, so here I have pulled up Eclipse, and so once you have pulled up Eclipse, pause this video and pull up Eclipse so we can make your first web page. Okay, so from the last lesson through the steps, if you haven't done the steps from the last lesson, please go do that before you watch this video. But in this lesson, you should have this little folder over here that says My First Web Page. Go ahead and open that up. Then you'll have a document that says home.html. Double click that to open it. Okay, so now in your workspace, that's what this area right here is called, your workspace. You should have a code that looks exactly like this. If not, please pause the video and type that in by hand. It might take a little bit, but it'll be worth it. Okay, and so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through the code piece by piece. Okay, so on the first line you see a exclamation point doc type HTML. This is telling the computer that we are going to be coding in HTML for this project. Next you see an HTML, the opening HTML, then the closing HTML. And here is where all of our HTML will go. And then we have our head. Okay, and so to explain what the head is, I'm going to open up a web browser and show you where the head would be in a web browser. Okay, so you see this right here where it says search. Whatever you put right here in the title is what will appear there. Okay, and so next is our title element. This is exactly what I just showed you, what's going to appear at the very top of your web page. And then we have our body. This is what's going to appear on the web page itself. It's what's going to be visible. It's what's going to be what everyone's going to see. Okay, so first things first, let's introduce you to the elements that we're going to be working with today. We're going to be working with our paragraph element and our header element. Okay, so header elements range from H1 to H6. H1 is the largest header element, H6 is the smallest. H3 is in between the header 1 and header 6. Okay, so to show this, what we're going to do is we're going to type in a header element. Let's make this a big header element, so type in H1. See how Eclipse will automatically make a closing bracket for you? This is important because everything that goes in that bracket will be of the header element. Even if you add in a paragraph bracket, everything in there will be of the header element. It will have the header element's properties, so that's why we have the closing bracket. Okay, so in there, go ahead and type a title for your web page. I'll give you a couple seconds to do this. Okay, so once you've done that, let's press Ctrl S or click the Save button in the top left corner near the File or Edit button. It's important to save because sometimes Eclipse crashes, and that happens to all programs. And it's best to have your work saved and lose what you have done. Okay, so next we're going to make a smaller header. For example, would be an H6. And with the H6, the text would appear smaller and it wouldn't be as bold as your just H1 element. Okay, so now for the paragraph element. This is a very common element. It's going to give you a brief paragraph text that you could put in anywhere basically on your web page. Okay, so to do this, you type an opening bracket P closing bracket, and that's your paragraph element. Okay, so in there, write a description of what your web page is going to be about. Okay, and once you've done that, you're going to have to type an opening bracket / and it will complete the closing for you. Remember to save your document. So everything right here is going to have a paragraph element property. everything right here is going to have a header property. And everything in here is going to be the part of the web page that you see. Okay, now, more importantly, how are you able to view your web page? Okay, so how I'm going to do this is you're going to need to open a web browser. Okay, so once you have that web browser open, just a sec, let me resize it so you can see the entire thing. You're going to go to C semicolon backslash users backslash whatever your username is. This is important because otherwise you will not be able to access your web page. Okay, backslash workspace backslash home backslash my first web page backslash home.html. Okay, and so once you've opened that, you can see you have a big header object, and then you have a smaller object, which is your paragraph text that you have created for your web page. Okay, in the next lesson, you're going to be learning about more elements. Well, in the next lesson, it's going to be a series of lessons on how to create a little bar where you can have multiple tabs for your users to go to. Like, you could have a home page, then you can have, on the How To Studio website, you could have a learn page, and then a teach page, and these will all be clickable to take you to a new web page. And that's what you're going to be learning in the next couple lessons.